I'm overweight, and I don't really know why. I don't think I'm doing anything that wrong. Sorry, guys, but we're about to give you...
Kind of like the 12 Days of Christmas. We got the 12 reasons.
I wasn't sure how many you were going to come up with. You came up with 12.
Thought we'd do 10. They just kept coming.
12 big ones.
reasons.
So let's just be real. We keep it real here at the Trainer Joe channel. Let these sink in and be like, okay, yep, I do that one, I do that one, I do that one, and I need to stop doing them. Ultimately, that's the way I'm looking at it.
Well, I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm just going to tell you why it is. Because some people legitimately, they're like, I'd like to know. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stop doing it, but at least you're going to know.
Well, I choose to believe that they are going to be like, yep, that's me, and I'm going to stop.
I got to stop.
So that's me. But
I would hope so.
We can approach it how... Okay.
But I'm not condemning anybody. I'm just saying, here's why you're overweight. That's kind of my approach to it. Here it is. Take it or leave it.
Straightforward. All right, well, let's start us off. Number one reason that you are overweight.
You eat more than you think.
Oh, man, that's...
Even people that log...
Yeah.
There's evidence across the board. People will say, oh, you did 1,000 calories. And if you really dug in and looked closely, they might eat twice that. And like, I don't eat that much. And it's like, I ate a spoonful of peanut butter, and then you actually find out it was half a jar. It's like, it was like a spoon was this big, and peanut butter. I a spoonful of peanut butter.
I was with...
And
I know, and it's easy to make fun of.
It is.
But you should...
I would probably do the same thing. It's just you wish you were eating less, so you look at everything through a lens of, well, I didn't eat all. Yeah, you ate it all.
Oh, yeah, I trust me. I've heard it. Oh, I was
and I got 12 of these.
Okay, I'll go quick. There was a friend that said, so-and-so hasn't eaten all day. So-and-so, you need to eat something. And this person she was referring to is obese. And it's like, did she drink 1,000-calorie Starbucks? Did she eat all those, M&Ms? Like, and I'm sorry to go off script, but let's just be real with ourselves.
I think you got somebody in mind.
You're probably eating more than you think you are. Next, number two.
Number two is you eat a light snack in the evenings after dinner.
A light snack.
Well,
and okay.
It's 100,000 calorie snack. All I do, because here's what happens is you feel like you're sacrificing. I'm good. I didn't overdo it at lunch. I skipped dessert. I get home from work. I'm just going to fix me a little something out of the kitchen, and you come out and it looks like a charcuterie board for the Dallas Cowboys. It's like, what the heck is that? It's just a light snack. Okay, that's another reason.
So are we... I can tell the tone of this is going to probably... There's probably going to be a couple people who watch this. Some people are going to love it. They're going to laugh along with us. They're going to say, yep, that is hitting me hard. I'm convicted. But there's going to be some that say, two men...
Who do they think they are?
That are thin.
On to number three. You don't exercise regularly. It's like, that would help.
Are we really surprised?
That would help. And you do nothing, right? You barely, you want to call it exercise when you get off the couch and walk to the fridge. It's like, come on, do something. Anyway, that's number three, and it takes us to number four.
All right, keep going.
Number four is, switch that. You think by exercising that you shouldn't be overweight because you have a decent exercise routine. So you're thinking, what else I got to do? So you fall into the person that believes you can outrun your fork when you can't.
And if you go watch and you've said this before, a distance race. I mean, you could go all the way to the extreme and say a marathon, but let's just say a 10K. You go to a 10K and there's going to be a big 10K. Plenty that are coming through jogging that are obese, that are coming through that.
I went to one.
I
couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I went to a half marathon, and these people, I was helping a girl lose weight that was in there doing great. And my wife and I were watching them, and I was like, these people have been training, and they just ran half a marathon, and they ran the whole thing, and they're 50 pounds over. They're obese. It's amazing. You can't outrun your fork.
And I think something mental is going on there of, I work out so hard, so I'm entitled to eat enough to be obese. Like,
I get to eat whatever I want because I'm suffering over here. So I get to eat whatever I want. And we tend to think that. If I'm suffering over here, I don't want to hear from anybody about what I'm eating.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Number five.
We're just, don't shoot the messengers.
Number five.
Don't shoot the messengers.
You think your snacking doesn't add up. And some people, they've heard, you should have 6 small meals And here's the deal. They need to be smaller. Okay? It's like, all I had was 6 small meals. And again, here it comes. What the heck? That's one of your 6? You know, when you're doing it that way, it needs to be just 2. So anyway, it's this perspective. I'm trying to do it. I heard it was a good idea, so I'm just going to do the 6 small meals.
Well, you say that,
and again, you're unaware of what you really have.
If you're 60 pounds overweight, but you've been doing the 6 small meals, and you're still 60 pounds overweight a year later or whatever, cut them in half.
Cut them in half, or just have 3 of those.
Or just, if you want to stick with the 6 small meals, or just have 3 of them, and see if that isn't a game changer for you.
Yeah, because the reality is you live off half of what you eat, and your doctor lives off the other half. You can cut it. Yeah. And I know we hate that. We feel like, I shouldn't have to not eat that much. You're eating more than you thought. All right. Next one.
What number are you on?
I'm on number 6.
Okay.
You feel you should splurge just to show that you're not a fanatic.
Ooh, man, you're getting deep on that one.
Isn't it true?
Deep on
Isn't
that
it
one.
true? It's like, I don't want to be too extreme.
I'm not obsessed with this.
I'm not obsessed. Look, I'm going to eat this whole pancake thing that I got. Look, I'm going to eat this. I'm not obsessed. I can splurge a little. I can go off of this thing. And so we, in effort to not be too fanatical, we become too casual. And the casual approach is what you've been doing. How's that been working for you?
Well, and with the splurge thing, I think what you just said is great. I think the flip side is...
The fanatic piece you like?
That's a good piece.
I don't want to be a fanatic,
Very
so
good
I'm
piece.
going to show I'm not a fanatic by
But
whatever.
I think the other side of that is I've been making some sacrifices, so I'm going to splurge. And the splurge ends up being the next day. I was pretty good during the week, so I'm going to splurge again.
And I don't want to be too strict.
Well, and so...
I know, that keeps coming back. Can't leave it.
In my mind, I'm like, I get what if you had a good week, you had a calorie deficit during the week, and you had prepared to splurge, okay, but at the same time, if you have 70 pounds to lose, and maybe this seems too extreme, but why don't you save the splurges for when you reach your goal weight?
Is that too much to ask? Do we really need to splurge? Yeah, it's kind of like I'm going to get out of debt, but once a week I'm going to spend something on something lavish. It's like, well, how does that help you get out of debt? By saying, but I still get to buy things that I don't need along the way.
If you come to the Trainer Joe Weight Loss channel, it's going to be no nonsense, no crap, practical. Do this and you'll lose weight. And I know it might sound a little just mean to not splurge until I've lost all of my weight. That's crazy. I'm just saying there might be some wisdom there. There might be.
There might be. All right, number 7. You keep quitting diets instead of adopting a new way of living.
Ooh.
You keep quitting diets.
Expound.
I don't want to do this diet. I don't want to do that diet. And ultimately, what you're saying is, I don't want to take responsibility to regulate what I eat. And that's where you got to get to. Which, if I may, that's what we teach you in my program. So if you're doing these things, I don't know how to make that change, then jump in our next program. And somebody just asked on YouTube the other day, they said, can I start this now, even though you've already started? And you can.
You do one a month, right?
But we do one a month. So if you come in mid-month, you're going to come in late. You need to see, when does the next one start? Like as of today, I look and our next one starts December 2nd. You may decide December 10th you want to do my program. Well, you can jump in, but you've missed 1 or 2 sessions. Okay. So you can jump in late or wait until the next one.
Okay.
And people jump in late and do fine. If you're going to jump in late, I'd probably do 2. Do the one where you're coming in late and then plan on doing the next one as well. Interesting. So you get it all.
Very good. And you can find the link.
It's fine to jump in late.
Find the link for the 21-day transformation in the description below. Highly recommend that you do that. I'm a huge fan. All right.
So they keep quitting diets rather than adopting a new way of living. You're gonna have to decide. There's certain things you do in a diet that you're gonna have to do forever.
Yeah.
Not all diets, but there's certain things you are going to have to make sacrifices. So that's that one.
Yeah. Good. Number
8 is complacency. We're just like, I don't want to have to be intentional. And if it's gonna take me thinking about this, doing work, being intentional, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not willing to. If I can't find something that just feels right, feels normal, feels natural, and doesn't require me to do anything I don't want to do, Homer Simpson-like, I'm not going to do it. And that's where a lot of people are.
Yeah. I got nothing to expound on that. I think that's
it's
real.
Work.
That's real.
I wrote a note. I'm justified to put this to the side. Yeah, because we sometimes we feel like it would be wrong for me to be so intentional, so passionate that I'm actually doing it and sacrifice, and that would be wrong because it means I'm going to have to give up something important. Does that make sense? We feel like it's kind of like I've got 8 kids and they're all in different sports. I got to go to all of them.
All the sports.
Actually, you don't. And you don't even have to go to those to show you care about your kids. But there are certain things you need to do. And one might be take care of yourself. But see, we switch it. We're like, no, I got to go to all these events. And then you're going to leave you're not even going to meet your grandchildren because you're going to die. But at least you went to the piano recitals. Like, no, one of your things needs to be take care of yourself. But that may have been a little harsh.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying.
I see, and I know I completely agree. I see your feet are kind of moving this thing, and it may be rocking this a little bit. Let's pull those feet away a little bit. There you go. Bronco.
I got a nervous disorder.
There you go, Bronco. Get that nervous tick out of here.
We all got issues. I shake and bake a little bit.
I think that one you said is huge.
Really?
I really, find other areas that may have some importance in your life. Going to all your kids' sporting events because you want to support them and you love being there and they love having you there.
Working late,
providing a little extra money. Important stuff. But you're going to have to find something that you can cut back on in order to make this, which is hugely important, like you said, to be there for your grandkids. Yeah. Make it a bigger priority. And I think you will find that your kids are like, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad, for making this a bigger priority because I would rather see you make this a priority than be at every one of my sporting events. Next one. Number 9.
People will tell me, but I'm eating healthy. And it's like, well, you ate too much healthy. Yeah. You can eat too many healthy foods. You can get too many calories from health foods.
Yeah.
And I hear it all the time. It's like one lady was in my group and she said, I'm a farmer, an organic farmer. And I want to look like one, right? So she had all these healthy foods. She lived it. She was around it. She ate them, and she was obese. Because it don't matter. Just because it's not got sugar in it doesn't mean you can't gain weight from it.
So many of us grew up without having just like a real, clear knowledge base when it comes to food, when it comes to calories. And so I was trying to lose a little weight for modeling years ago, and I thought to myself, if I switch from white bread to wheat bread, it's like
that'll help. Or eat a salad with my
exactly. I literally thought that. And it's like, no, good job, making
my lasagna.
Some healthier.
Eat a salad with my lasagna, and now it's a diet meal. Stuff that we don't.
Yeah, good job making some healthier, more nutrient-rich, nutrient-dense foods. That's good, but you got to still look at the calories in, calories out. Next one.
Yeah. You're doing a diet halfway, but expecting the full reward.
Oh, so many of us. I'm making sacrifices on this diet, and I'm not having as much fun as I would if I wasn't on the diet. How many people
say I'm doing intermittent fasting, yet they do it kind of? Or how many people are doing paleo, but they also add this? How many people are doing anything, but plus this? It's like, that's not doing it. If it's plus something, then you're not doing that program. Unless your program says, and you can add this, then adding this means you're not doing that program. Which is, all of them, even mine, people will say, hey, can I do this instead? And I'm like,
no.
Well, part of my program is let me tell you. Will you let me tell you? And that's, some people are like, well, no, what's he going to tell me? And it's nothing crazy, but you're going to need some accountability, and you need to be willing to take no for an answer.
Yeah. Well, what number are you on?
That was number 10, so we got 2 more.
All right, before we get to number 11, I'm genuinely curious, guys. Because sometimes I'm up here, we're relaying stuff, the mood and tone of the video takes a certain feel. Do you feel like this has been one of the most savage videos, or maybe in my mind, I'm exaggerating that, and it's actually been very
You're thinking of a certain person, probably.
Oh, no.
And how they're probably hearing this.
No,
aren't you? Who is it? What's her name?
No.
What's his name?
How has this video come across to you guys? Because every one of our videos, the intention is to encourage and build up and challenge
be. If you think, oh, they're thinking of me, take it in love.
Take it in light.
I'm serious. They're thinking of me. I tell you, neither of us are thinking things like, and I hope they stay stuck. You think that's what we're thinking?
They're up here
I want you to enjoy what you want to enjoy.
They're up here chuckling at someone who is
that's really struggling.
Really
no,
struggling.
I'm not.
We want to see success.
I want you to
we
win.
want to see success.
You
We're not
win.
doing this in
Do
a
your
haughty way. We have our struggles. We've had our struggles, and fortunately, this one is something that we can speak on with some wisdom. Anyway, just wanted to say that. But you guys have followed us. Many of you have followed us long enough to know the vibes and tone of Trainer Joe Unfiltered podcast. Let us know how this video came across to you guys. Number 11.
11. We got 2 more. Number 11 is you have an entitled mindset that plays out like this. It's a celebration. I'm going to celebrate. It's a celebration. I'm going to celebrate. It's a cruise. I'm going to cruise, baby.
And you'd call that...
It's an anniversary. I'm going to do it.
You'd say entitled?
It's Christmas. I'm going to do it. It's New Year's. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to miss out on this stuff. Now, I'll sacrifice occasionally here and there, but they look at anything that could be celebratory as, and I ought to be able to do it. And they do. And that can be tough.
Entitled mindset?
Yeah, I'm entitled. When it's a celebration, I'm entitled to celebrate with food.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help you.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
Last one, number 12. You keep your favorite treats around. Just in case. Just in case what?
They're just going to be special treats.
Maybe I'm going through something really, really I didn't expect, and I need to have these Klondike bars in my freezer because they're my favorite. Whatever your favorite, I need to have some Rice Krispie treats just in case. I'm not planning on eating them. Well, actually, you kind of are.
You bought them.
You bought them.
You're planning on eating them.
You bought them. You plan on eating them at some point. Get real. Be honest. I don't care who lives in your house. If it's that important to you, you've got to get to the place where you can say, I don't need that temptation in here. And find a way to get rid of the things that you know you're going to end up splurging on.
That's good. Guys, comment and let us know. Let's just... Again, we kept it real in this video. You guys keep it real in the comment section. Let us know which of these 12, as soon as you heard us say them, you were like, oh,
that's mine.
Darn it, that is totally me.
One.
That is totally me.
Yeah, I'd love a rundown. Your first, second, and third, something like that. Or just pick one that
yeah, but one or two that were just like, oh.
And I'll try to watch for these and respond if you have a question about it or something like that.
Yeah, please, yeah. You'll be active in the comment section.
I'll try to be active in the comments.
Great, we want to hear it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was encouraging and challenging, and now you can be like, we want you to win. No more excuses. I'm getting rid of that one. I'm squashing it. We want you to win. Trainer Joe, train your brain.
And transform your body.